Hey everybody, Don here again. Well, this video is way overdue. Back in January, I guess it was, I was contacted by GardePro and asked if I would test one of their cameras and do a review video on it. And I already had a GardePro that I bought per my friend Dave, the Hunting Farmer's recommendation. It's been a really good camera. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'd like another one. I mean, these are way better than some of the cameras I use from the big names like Browning and some of the others. So they sent me the camera. Unfortunately, by the time I filled out all the paperwork and went through everything, I was having my shoulder surgery. And I got the camera like 2 days after I got home from my shoulder surgery. So I reached out to him and I said, hey, it's going to be a while before I can get out in the woods and do a video. So now here we are. It's almost May, and I'm finally going to unbox it and show you what it's got and then go set it up. So stay tuned. All right, so when I did their application and all that, it said I could have one camera and one accessory. So I chose the GardePro A60. This one that I had from before is the E5. And, this is not a cellular camera because that's not legal where I live. So I got this. The other accessory that I wanted was a bear box. And it showed on the website that they had one. They reached out to me afterwards and said doesn't work with this camera. So they sent me a solar panel instead. I don't know how much I'll use the solar panel, but we'll see. So let's open it up. So here it is. It's the A60. It looks very similar to the E5. And there it is. I mean, it is almost identical to the E5. And so this has been a great camera. It's got multiple sensors on it. So the one thing I liked about that camera, with some of my other cameras, by the time the camera is triggered, the deer or bear or whatever it is you're filming is already in the field of view. And so you get like half a deer, and then on these, with these side sensors, it catches the motion before you get in front of the lens. And so all the videos that I've gotten have been really good. So let's open it up. Opens same as the other one. Very simple control panel. Very similar to the other one. Real simple to operate. And it takes 8 AA batteries, just like my other camera. So all right, well, before we go set this camera up, I just opened up the GardePro website so you could get a look at this thing. So this is the model A60, the United States version, single. It runs for $117 US. So let's just browse through their website. It's a 4K camera. This shows the solar panel. And although I'm not going to use the solar panel today, I'll probably do another video when I hook the solar panel up to this thing. Right now we're just using 4 AA batteries. So it's got a Sony sensor, 3 PIR sensors right here, which is what I really like, is because if a deer is coming in from this direction, the camera is activated before he gets in front of the lens, which is awesome. 64 MP image. Not sure what that is, but ultra clear 4K video. I will say that the other camera is excellent as far as the quality of the video. Adaptive night vision. Yeah, I mean, you can get all this information by going to their website. It does use 8 AA batteries. It's got a pretty good 2.4-inch screen, so you can see what's going on. The controls are really easy to set up. It's waterproof. That's awesome. And yeah, so this guy says my best trail cam ever, for real. And I probably agree with him if it's as good as the other one. So yeah, I mean, all the reviews and everything, good stuff. Let's go set it up. All right, so let's set this thing up. Got it opened up. I've got 8 AA batteries, and I've got a 32 gigabyte card. So let's turn this thing on. I'll show you how I originally set it up. Whew, that's awful bright. All right, let's insert the memory card. That's the first thing it's telling us to do. All right, so let's go to menu. And I've got it in auto or video, so I have it in video mode. The photo quality, the photo burst, blah, 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 don't need that. Video length. So let's see, I just go down. And I have it set, I have the video quality set on 1080. That's because that's what my GoPros do. Even though this camera is 4K, I'm going to start it off with 1080, and then we'll see how that video looks, and then I'll take it back out and we'll put it on 4K. So video length, I had already set that at 30 seconds. Video sound is on. Video format is MP4. A 10-second detection delay, I believe that's in between when one video stops after 30 seconds. It'll take another 10 seconds before it triggers again. PAR sensitivity, I have it on high. I'm wondering if I should change that. Right now I have it on high, so let's see what that looks like. And we'll just go okay. False trigger suppression, I have no idea what that's all about. That says L, so low. Let's yeah, let's leave it like that for now. Okay. Side motion sensors are on. That's awesome. That's one of the things I like about this camera. Motion test, time-lapse interval, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So time zone, I have it already set for the time. Well, let's go ahead and show you that. So I'm on the United States, so that's okay. I'm in Eastern time, so that's okay. Let me get back out of that. I think I hit, there you go. Hit menu again, takes you out of that. Date and the time. So what do we have for time right now? It's 12:02. So this says 12:01, 5:12, 25. That's all good. So we're going to confirm that. No. Okay. All right, what else? Date format, that's good. Time format, that's 12 hours. Camera name, I'm not naming it. Info strip, loop recording, operation hours, password, no set. Okay. So, whoops. Shoot. Oh, in English. Okay. And format SD card, I already did that. So, all right. That's where we're at. Now we're going to go set this thing up and see what it looks like. So when we start this thing, we'll turn it on and hit start and then close it up and she'll be ready to go. So like if I did that right now, ready for motion detection. But I'm not on a tree, so we'll just turn the whole thing off. Let's go set it up. So the beavers have built a lodge right out here. I think I'm going to set the camera up. There's also been a couple of ducks probably nesting in here. So I'm going to set the camera up on one of these trees right along the shore. I think I'm going to set it on this tree pointed towards that lodge. That way anything that swims by here should get captured. So let's set it up. I don't know, this tree is leaning at a funky angle, but let's open it up, turn it on, hit start. It should be good to go. I'm going to get it at kind of a downward angle. Yeah, just about like that. Hopefully it's not pointed too far down. I don't think it is. All right. So we're going to leave this set up for, oh, I don't know, a week or so, and see what we get. All right, well, we're now, I don't know, the 10th of May, and the camera was out for over a week. And it was down at my buddy's pond, because he's got some cool activity going on down there. And it took 388 video clips. I gotta tell you, I had the trigger sensitivity set on high, and that was probably a mistake. I'll change that when I set it back up, because of the 388 clips, well over 200 of them were nothing more than grasses or trees blowing in the breeze. There's also a function on there called a false trigger mode, and I had that set on low, so I'm going to move that up to medium, see if that makes any difference. But besides having all those, you know, just grasses blowing in the breeze or ripples on the water, it took some great video. Now, I had it set on 1080p. And I'm going to take it back out, and we're going to set it up on 4K this time. We're going to put it in a different location because there's some cool stuff happening. But watch these video clips. So the first couple are just an example of it, you know, triggering when there's nothing happening. But then, you know, on this beaver lodge has seemed to have been occupied by some muskrats, which I'd never heard of it. I know muskrats don't build lodges, they build huts, typically out of grass. But this is definitely muskrat, and they're going into that beaver lodge, which is cool. Brett said he hasn't seen a beaver down there in a while, although there is one clip where the beaver did show up. At least I'm pretty sure it's a beaver. But I also have a number of different kinds of ducks. There's at least one pair of mallards that I believe are nesting here. We also got some wood ducks, both males, male and female, a couple of males. And there's what I believe is a female hooded merganser that shows up a little bit. So let's just run 10 or 15 clips and you can get an idea of the quality. I will also say, you know, during the day, it seems to be pretty quiet. There was a chainsaw running in the background once you could hear. But at night, when the peepers are out, the sound on this thing is excellent. So let's check out these videos. All right, well, those videos came out pretty good, I got to admit. I'm really liking this camera. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the setting to 4K, and I'm going to change the sensitivity and the for the trigger and the false trigger sensor to medium, and take it back down there and see what we can see. I think we're going to have some little ducks here pretty soon. Well, I had the camera on that tree over there, pointed towards this lodge, and now it seemed like everything was swimming, diving right down in front of here, or headed over into that little area over there. So there's the camera, and let's see what we get for the next week. All right, well, it's been a little over a week since I put the camera back out there on my buddy's pond, and I pulled the cards out last night, and I'm a little disappointed. Not in the performance of the camera, but in my placement, because there was some brush or grass in front of the camera when I originally put it there. I didn't think it was in the viewfinder, but it was. And so I got about 500 video clips, and I think there was only game in 10 of them, and the rest of them were blowing grass. So I'm just going to put a couple of the clips in here, and I really can't tell the difference from when I had it set in 1080 versus 4K. You guys tell me if you notice a difference for the first videos to the last videos. So let's look at some of these shots. Okay, so there you have it. I mean, one other thing I've noticed, and I won't know until I render this video, but the video as I'm trying to watch this and edit this is very jumpy. And I don't know if that's just because my software needs to be rendered and smooth things out, or if that's actually the footage. We'll know when this video comes out. If it's nice and smooth, everything's a-okay. If it's jumpy, like I'm seeing it as I'm editing, not impressed. But my overall impressions with this camera are good. I liked the E5 that I got when I got that, and I like this one as well. The triggering on it is really good, unless you've got blowing grass in front of your, viewfinder. And the audio quality is excellent. So would I recommend this camera? Absolutely. Will I get another one? Probably so. I do see that they have a camera with a white flash. that would take color video at night. And I love that. My old cameras used to do that, and I didn't think there were any cameras out there that would still do that. So I'm going to be looking into that one for sure. So yeah, the GardePro A60 gets a big thumbs up in my book. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.